Welcome to the Ching Suru Memorial Show. In case you were wondering, I have a clue. Here are the clues. C is for Chuck, the host with the most. H is for hearing us on the radio. I is for improvise, to keep it fresh every week. N is for now radio for now people. G is for guests, including Dave, Jennifer, Marc, Zav, Martin, Angie, Super Ego, Anna, Pierre, Sky, Henry, Emily, Zach, Dave, Paul, Sleepy, Didier, Anton, Darren, MJ, Donovan, Andy, Marc, Blaine, Gabe and Becky Hammer, Steve Zidek, and many more. S is for Santiago, our foreign correspondent. U is for ultrasonic art noise radio at its best. R is for River West, the neighborhood in which we exist. U is for utilizing WXRW radio for community art, talk, and music in all forms. Welcome to the Ching Suru Radio Hour.
B is for Bob. B is for Bob because Bob's his name. So wait, what? Wait, can you say that again? Can you tell me? Wait, I'm confused. Was B for Bob because Bob's his name?
Bing, Ching,
Bing. Bing was for
Ching
Bob
Buru.
because Bob was Bing. Belly.
Big bellies,
Bing belly.
Bo-
Bob's.
boobs,
It's for Bob.
Bob's boobs,
For Bob. What if there's like some guests
Bob's
that
big.
got skipped and they're listening right
Bob's
now?
big bummer.
They're in the plus many
And they're
more.
like, hey, they're pissed. Bob is pissed. B is for Bob is pissed. Bing balloons.
Bob is in the guest
Hey,
category.
Bob is pissed. Don't get Bob. Super mad. Bob is mad. Bob is pissed. Bob don't get mad for getting skipped. I'm talking about you. I'm here for you, Bob.
Plus many more.
Bob is mad. Bob is bad.
Bob's feedback.
Plus
Bob
many
is
more.
bad.
Bob is back.
Bob is
He's back.
B-O-B spelled backwards.
Bob is
B.O.B.
Bob is bobbing.
Hey,
Backwards.
Bob
Bob is
is here.
building
Bob's not here.
buildings.
Bob is
Bob's burgers.
there.
Bob is bitching.
Where's Bob?
Bob works at a gas station.
Bob is bitching.
Bob.
Where is Bob? Bob is not
Bob.
being present.
Is Bob okay?
Bob is really
Under the weather.
being a Bob. Bob is being a Bob. What is Bob? What is Bob boiling about?
First official day of
What's
summer.
the big Bob?
Follow you. Do you guys get like Memorial Day and Labor Day mixed up?
All the time.
All the time.
Don't even know
Don't know.
which one it is this time.
Yeah, what is it? Like, are they the same?
Are they the same?
Are they different?
My favorite holiday is President's Day.
It's on a Monday always, right?
It's a Monday.
Best Monday of every year.
Because you get off school.
Yeah.
You know, I just want to honor all the presidents.
There's a bad judgment.
They really deserve. They deserve a holiday. They do deserve a holiday every day.
They do. Are you being sarcastic or sincere?
I don't know what I'm trying to say.
What are you saying?
President Bob,
Bobby, yeah.
Bobby Bob.
Bobby, go.
Do we have a president named Bob?
Bobby, Bob.
Bob Kennedy?
Robert F. Cleveland.
Bob Cleveland?
Bobby Cleveland.
Bobby Cleveland?
Go, wow, wow.
Go, Bobby, go.
Bobby, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Last week we had like 1,000 people do the show today.
You did what?
There's so many.
Did the show last week.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this week we have. It's the opposite.
It's the opposite. What you got, man?
I thought it was seltzer, but it's just flat water
Sweet.
with lime.
Sweet.
I just realized I'm exhausted again.
Really? Exhausted. Seriously, like you're not sleeping still?
Oh no, I sleep. I'm just busy and tired.
Wow. I guess that's good, man. Super good.
I cleaned and organized the pantry at my house today for 2.5 hours.
I felt super sense of accomplishment.
I looked at it right before I came to do the show, and it pleased me.
What'd you do?
Organized, cleaned, and kind of made the pantry kind of, more organized, clean. I was gonna say sane, but it wasn't insane. It's not an insane pantry. It's not crazy. It's messy, disorganized.
I didn't want to say too much.
Some lady just walked by and took a picture of your car.
Really? That's not my car. That's good.
That's not my car. That's not my car. It's a big giant SUV, man. I wouldn't drive one of those.
I was just guessing. I don't know what kind of car you drive. What kind of car do you drive?
Do you really want to? Are you serious? You want to
Do
ask
you
me?
really want to go there?
Yeah. Because, I'm so passionate about. Maybe you wouldn't think that I'd be passionate about a car, but
Is it like your identity is wrapped up in your your car?
no, but I'm really specific. Like, I have to have a stick shift, a manual transmission. That's the most important thing.
Very European of you.
And then
Actually, it makes it less easy to steal.
less easy to steal. And I want a black car.
Oh, really?
So I have a black car that has a manual
I'm
transmission.
glad I asked.
Yeah, so
I'm learning.
yeah, so into it.
So yeah.
Like
I haven't had a car in so long. I'm trying to think what my last car was.
You were driving a truck for a little while. What was that? Do you remember
You mean a pickup?
that? Yeah.
I had a Toyota pickup, but that was way back. I had a big bastion driver's side door. The driver's side door was completely bashed in.
I feel like I saw you driving a pickup like 5 years ago. 5 years ago?
No, I haven't owned a car since 2010, maybe.
Yeah.
I owned a Mercedes, like a 1978 Mercedes sedan, and it died on the highway because I didn't put oil in it, which I didn't. It's a long story. And then I owned a minivan, a Voyager.
Okay, yeah.
85, 86. What is it? What's the brand of Voyager? Is it a
Dodge.
No, it wasn't Dodge.
Ford.
No, it wasn't Ford.
I can look it up.
Not Chevy. But I did have a Chevy, not Caprice. I had a Buick Century.
Oh, I had a Buick
I
Century.
think my last car was a Buick Century.
Uh-huh.
I loved that. I mean, it was fun to drive.
I had a Buick Century, and my license plate read 450 CEN. So that was kind of interesting when I had a Buick Century.
Yeah, Century. I had a Toyota pickup that I drove to Nicaragua. No, to the border of Guatemala and back.
From Milwaukee.
Yeah. I had a big old Ford pickup truck that I drove down to Tampico, Mexico, and left it there because the brakes seized up in a gas station. So I just gave it to two guys at the gas station.
Wow. They were happy.
Yeah, they were happy.
Then what did you do?
I just came back to America with whoever I was with at the time.
Wait, so
I was on a caravan to Cuba.
So you had another car.
There was like 40 cars.
You were in Mexico?
Drove from New York, upstate New York to Mexico
So
City,
you were going
to
take a
Tampico,
boat?
Mexico.
You were driving to a boat?
No, we flew to Cuba. This is in 1991. It was the first Cuba caravan. We saw Castro. Fidel Castro.
Wait, so
You were near Castro? Like how close?
Like from here to Fort Martha, maybe closer. I was videoing. And Fidel Castro, I always think about this. He kept on moving his legs. Like he was fidgety. Even though he was in his, he's probably how old? Like, probably in his 60s, 70s. And he just kept moving, kind of like opening and closing his knees. Just like a kid in kindergarten. He was
or
just
like a person with like a tick, like the kind of seems like.
I think it was like he just enjoyed. He was just like opening and closing his legs like a little kid. Like he was just energetic. He just had a lot of energy.
But it wasn't like so like Dave, for instance, he'll shake his leg.
Maybe. I mean,
Dave.
I was gonna say Dave spins that little.
very fidgety.
Yeah.
So check it out. He does this.
Yeah. That's what That's what Castro was doing.
Like this?
He was like that. Yeah, he's like Dave.
Like this?
He's doing this more.
So a little bit,
kind of like butterfly.
slower, yeah.
Like butterfly.
Yeah, so a little slower, but I think that's kind of almost a tick or something like that.
I think it was just he was high energy. He just had a lot of energy, and he's a tall guy, big tall guy.
What?
Oh yeah, he's really tall. Like lots of politicians.
So what kind of room were you in?
We were in a church.
A church in Cuba?
Yeah.
And how many people were in there?
I would say maybe 150.
And how many people were from the caravan?
I would say probably half or more.
Who were the other people? Do you know who they were?
Probably, communists. Commies.
It's like they were trying to get you to like share.
Sucking up to the dictator. Nah. He was, as far as dictators go, he was, I think that, there's no good, but he's probably one of the better dictators.
He didn't do murderous purges and stuff. Right? Right after the revolution.
If you were gay, it wasn't a good situation in Cuba. If you were against the regime, that wasn't very good.
Right after the kind of they overthrew Batista was the guy's name? No.
Batista?
Yeah,
the Batista
president
regime?
before.
Maybe it was. I feel bad that I forgot.
I wonder.
But I'll never forget how Fidel Castro open and close his legs like a butterfly.
Yeah, that's so interesting.
Like a kindergartner. Like he was just. But I admired that because I was like, oh, he's
unpretentious.
Well, he's just kind of, he's not. He's still got a lot of energy for an old guy. And he was also, it was kind of unpretentious.
He wasn't worried.
Or maybe it was really pretentious. Maybe he was doing it consciously.
Wow.
Kind of like,
He wanted to send the message that he was down to earth and confident in whatever he does, because I think a lot of people nowadays would be in a really crafted world would be thinking where they're really conscious of like how they're presenting themselves, would want to control that or something, like kind of be more restrained in their way that they present themselves. Well, a lot of people, I take that back, because then there's like the guys that are like there's that guy, he's like that guy Alex Karp. He tries to act as weird as possible.
Who does?
That billionaire guy Alex Karp, I think that's his name. He talks about how he's super neurodivergent and autistic, and he acts all weird, and he stands on his head when he gives interviews or gives talks.
Oh, really? What's his name?
I don't know. He's got curly hair.
He's younger, right?
Yeah, he's younger. He's a billionaire. But I feel like he's kind of like going wild with his eccentricities, when he's on stage or when he's...
He's one of those guys, he's like pro-fat. He's like, thinks fascism is like a good idea.
Yeah. Kind of. I mean, I think it's so gray area. It's so weird the way they can present it. I should never say they. Him. I don't know. I can't. I don't really.
Yanafakis or something. Isn't there a guy by that name too?
Galifianakis.
There's two guys, and they're both like, they're sort of doing TED Talks advocating how fascism is probably like maybe a good idea or something.
Yeah, I think Peter Thiel, he does that too, right? Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you're trying to get my attention for the past 45 minutes.
Yes, that's amazing. Most every single person you'll ever talk to would never be in the same room as Fidel Castro. And then Castro is probably one of the most highest profile human beings of the 20th century. You know, he's up there. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I guess so. I think meeting famous people is kind of a weird feeling. It's like it kind of makes you feel important, but then you're like, this is, to this person, it's nothing. It's like, so why is it important to me? Like literally, people will say, oh, I was walking down the street and I saw Mick Jagger, and they'll never forget it for the rest of their lives. But to Mick Jagger, it's just like, I was walking down the street and I saw you and I could not, like, so what?
Yeah. Let me think.
I mean,
about
literally,
that.
even just seeing a famous person. Like, I remember seeing Laurie Anderson walking down the street on the Lower East Side of New York. And she kind of looked depressed. But she might have been, again, like, putting on an act just so no one would bother her.
Not that depression act again.
Yeah.
Don't bother me. I'm depressed.
Well, you know, when you're in that situation, everybody bothers you.
Everybody bothers you. When you're depressed.
When you're depressed or you're famous, everyone bothers.
No, when you're famous
And depressed.
when you're famous, you have to come up with strategies for being in public because everybody wants a piece of you.
Yeah, because you're like a fish in a
And
fishbowl.
everybody
wants you.
wants to, like, you know,
Everybody
because you
wants
could
you.
literally change their lives, you know. You could literally change their lives by just saying, you know, doing one or two things. Especially, let's say you're a musical artist, or like Ching Suru. If Laurie Anderson happened to come in here today, she could just change the course of Ching Suru forever.
She could, and now she could. She could get us like
She'd get us a gig.
3,000 more likes or
She
something.
could get. Oh, she could get us like a recording deal.
No, she could.
I mean, if Laurie Anderson said, "I just listened to Ching. I was just on Ching Suru. These guys are amazing. You gotta check them out."
I don't
know
think it's
that
like
it would change the
1,000
course of
likes.
Ching Suru.
I don't know. I think maybe that's not. I understand that was possible at some point. I don't know if it's still possible.
Really? If she got on Instagram, on her own Instagram, and was just like, "I'm on Ching Suru. These guys are amazing.
Yeah, you know.
You gotta check them out."
Do you know? Like I heard that, and I forget where I heard it, but I heard that Lou.
I could bring a CD of hers next week and she could be on Ching Suru.
But like, I wonder, you know, that I heard just from like stupid internet videos, and just stuff, but also his interviews. Like Lou Reed seems like such a jerk.
Oh, they have to be.
No, no, you don't. That's
Well, first of all,
no,
to be famous,
no.
you have to be a sociopath. You have to
No,
be
no,
a
you don't.
narcissist.
Lou Reed's dead.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think that just because a lot of people succumb to the illness
But I mean,
is,
tell me, how
you don't
many
have
times
to.
have you heard that a famous person's a jerk? It's almost every time.
Really? No.
I mean, there are exceptions.
Oh, there's tons. There's tons.
What I'm saying is that I think when you're...
This needs to be turned down a little bit. What? You think what? Am I too loud? That's too loud. It's too loud.
I'm trying to figure out if I have a really... Oh, I was going to use an expletive. I don't know. I love singing, but I don't know. if my instrument is very good.
Your instrument is what?
Well, your voice is an instrument,
Yeah.
and like, can you still make good music with a bad instrument? Or with not a bad, I don't have a bad voice, but I feel like I don't have a, I mean, it's kind of a curse, isn't it?
Wait, what? Yeah. I don't know. I just read a quote today about rawness versus super skill. And I forget the quote exactly, but the person was kind of praising rawness in art, or, you know, like that ability, as opposed to being really trained in something. I forget, they were talking about a specific artist.
Oh, so by raw you mean just doing it from the heart and not having that
The ability, the training,
the skill, the training. And what was the conclusion?
I know the quote totally chose the raw as opposed to, like, really. I wish I could remember what it was about, but I can't. So sorry. But yeah, I mean, maybe that's also, I feel like I love, like, everything I do is like I try to just be like all like that, so raw. So maybe I'm just like wanting to like make what I try to do better or something. It fit my world, or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm the same way in a lot of ways. It's like you and I have probably been making music for how many years, would you say? Since when did you first make music? It was the first time. For me, it would have been definitely when I was about 16, 17, 18 years old when I started getting into it.
Yeah, so for me, a super long time, like the late 1980s or something like that, yeah. Without ever being like knowing what I don't know, minor or whatever is. I kind of know what a minor or whatever is, but
yeah, I feel like I'm only now learning how to play a guitar, barely, as you can hear. I'm not really, but like I have friends who, I mean, I guess I kind of do regret not like being in band or something in high school, because I would, or like taking music lessons and learning to actually. I mean, it's never too late. I mean,
yeah, you've been in like 25 bands, haven't you?
I've been in lots of little bands, but
I thought you said you regretted
some
nothing in a
are
band.
some are less prolific, like did less stuff than others.
Yeah, you know, so like on my, I have one of those, I discovered those things where you can put in an artist, a musical artist, and you can research your musical artist, and then the thing, like whatever, it's like a music appy thing, and then it'll guide me to all their music, and it will also kind of
Isn't that just what like Spotify does?
yeah, so like I do a different thing than Spotify, and I didn't want to name it, just so that's all. But and I don't pay for it.
I see what you mean. But it's like basically the same concept.
It's Amazon. I got Amazon
Amazon Prime Music.
Yeah, and I don't pay for it, but
right.
But I'm getting a lot of Lou Reed.
Because it's feeding you a lot of.
Yeah, and
do you listen to his early stuff, like before the Velvet Underground? Is there anything like that?
So the good thing is I feel like I am getting and also some pretty obscure sounding live performances, or like really lo-fi or or low tech, live performances. And he's super raw and unpolished and simple, and it's great.
But extremely knowledgeable. He's also he knew what he was doing.
Meaning he could play the guitar really well.
Well, he was a he wrote songs. Wasn't he like he would write?
Yeah,
music.
like a poet type guy or something, or what?
I heard he would actually create songs, for other bands.
Yeah, he worked for a couple record companies as like a staff writer.
Yeah. So then,
So he must have really known what he was doing.
Yeah. But
I feel like those people really know their craft.
I'm not I wasn't a huge Louis fan, and it's kind of because such a jerk, man.
See now,
but I like
really. So how was he a jerk? I didn't know. I mean, I've heard that he was a jerk, but I've seen him in interviews, and it's hard for me to know. What was he like?
Okay, so there was that whole thing when we were really young, when it was so cool to be, where it seemed like all the cool people, even like in our around here, or in your little friend group, like the cool ones, have to be kind of like naysayers or really hard to pin down, and kind of aggressive and arrogant, and so then if you watch Lou Reed interviews, quite often he's really abrasive to the person who's like that whole punk thing. And I hated that. Like I've always hated that. Even like it's so transparent. Like even when we were kids, I was like, it's so fake to me. And then like when I started hanging around artists and stuff like that, and so many of them were kind of mimicking that kind of coolness too, right? And I hated it, man. I was like, I never like as that's how it goes, man. Even some of my really good friends, they'd be that way, but
right, yeah, I can think of several. But you and I would be, or none of us three would be that way. I don't think. We'd all be very, we'd be. But then sometimes also, like when you're, again, it kind of goes back to that same thing. Like when everybody wants a piece of you, you start to have to be kind of mean. You're like it's like being the most, I don't know, most attractive person. Like when you're really attractive, you have to almost be mean, because otherwise people just don't leave you alone.
Yeah, but it just takes just like to be happy and to be really, to have a really terrible self-image, and maybe to consider yourself super unphysically attractive. You have to have a kind of, we can call it mental strength, or we can call it mental strength is spiritual strength, actually, to me. So you have to have a certain amount of strength to transcend and to live your fullest life when you have the limitations of having no money, or being physically unattractive, or being invisible, to seeming or feeling like you're invisible to everyone. You have to have an inner fortitude and strength, or something, to, if you really want to get the most out of your life. This is a subject that I'm totally into. So then, so the same goes for like a billionaire, and the same goes for, the most beautiful woman or man on the planet, and the same goes for the most talented artist, or, who everyone, Prince, who everyone seemed to want a piece of Prince or Michael Jackson. And I'm sure for them it's so extraordinarily hard, but yeah, no, you have to rise to the challenge of like your circumstances, no matter what they are, no matter how bad they are, in whatever direction. God, sorry, I didn't mean to go off in that direction.
No, I'm just taking it all in. What do you mean it's too much? Well, I think. Oh, you feel it? Okay. I just was sort of. I don't know where we were going with that. Where were we going? With that? Where were we going with that? Suru. Suru is kind of like Chuck Santiago, don't you think? It's kind of like Chuck Santiago.
Yeah, that had something to do with the beginning of it.
Oh, was that on purpose?
Yeah, I don't want to give Santiago, like Santiago came up with it, and yeah, it was intentional. It was intentional. I didn't know that. Santiago's okay, man. Yeah, how could we do this? Man, I don't want to give him any credit for anything, though. Yeah, but he was like, how can I say Chuck Santiago without saying Chuck Santiago? Yeah, that was it. What were you called before that? We had a show for like a year called Chuck and Santiago. Don't you remember?
Oh, it was called Chuck and Santiago.
Yeah, for the first year.
It was just called Chuck and Santiago?
I think so, yeah. That was like 13 or 14 years ago.
Yeah, Ching Suru is the oldest, the longest running River West radio show.
No way.
Yeah. Besides maybe Packerverse.
Is Packerverse still on?
It is, but he's very sporadic. Like he'll do 2 shows a month.
Yeah. This is a talk show, man. This Ching Suru is turning into a talk show.
What are we talking about?
I lost my one mic.
Oh yeah, always gets said.
Yep.
I'm doing a lot of snaps with my mouth today. Guy with big eyes, 2 mouths.
Check.
Check 1 2 2 2.
Check. Yeah, still the easiest word to say.
Knock, knock, who's there? Just sitting here. Who's at the door? Who wants to come in? I want to make a big shout out to Will LeDuc in St. Luke's.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
Getting open heart surgery.
Wow. Wow.
He was supposed to get it this morning, but they postponed till Tuesday.
Because
I think that they wanted to make sure that he was clear of any potential infections.
okay, wow. Do you know what's going on?
They said that all his arteries are just too. I don't know. Maybe I don't know if this is Hippocratic.
HEPA free, like you know when I talk about something.
Right, talking about someone else's medical.
Yeah, that's your like at my job it's your HEPA laws. I think it's called HIPAA or HEPA.
The Hippocratic oath is.
But my HR director would say it's under some kind of HIPAA thing. They would just say that, an abbreviation.
Okay, so maybe you use a Hippocratic oath for.
So like if I go on disability or a partial disability at my job, everyone can't start talking about that. I had a nervous breakdown or whatever, and I need, to go on light duty or something like that. You're not supposed to. You can't be teased or talked to. You can't even be mentioned, by a manager or something like that, or like an executive.
That's exactly what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
I just was talking about
one
of our producers' medical records.
He's okay.
But I think he'd be okay.
He'd be okay probably with that.
Yeah, in fact, we should I should do the old get well card.
Yeah.
Get the get well card going for him.
Yeah. I went through.
I think it means a lot
heart
to people.
issues.
Yeah. I forgot about that. I mean, I forgot.
Yeah.
I mean, at the time, I never visited you in the hospital. How long were you in the hospital?
I was in the hospital for like 10 days. I was in the hospital for about 10 days.
Yeah, and the doctor walks in the room and it's just like, he's like, all right, let me see. Can I check your legs? I see your legs. What I'd like to do is take an artery from here, and we can just stick it in here. We'll just take an artery out of here, and we're gonna. You don't need two of them. We'll just take one of these arteries and we're gonna stick them in.
Wait, what?
I mean, he was talking about. He was talking about this person's body like it was a car.
Who was the doctor or Will?
No, the doctor.
Were you there for Will? Or someone?
My sister's calling.
Wait, you gotta take a call?
Yeah, I gotta take it.
What was going on when I had a catastrophic health event? It taught me a little bit more about life. It made me see deeper into the meaning of existence.
What did you learn?
Well, you know what I kind of... Gosh, I mean... It made me way less afraid to die, actually. Yeah. I mean, I want to be around for my kids, mostly. I would hate it if, I had grandkids and never got to meet them. That would be a bummer. Yeah. But
mean, you're probably gonna miss something.
So yeah. So, like, but that would be like the thing. I don't know. It kind of made me way less afraid. About
I can see that.
something like that happening. I mean, I pretty much.
Well, what was the difference before and after? Like, what was it? How were you afraid before and that you're not anymore?
Yeah, you know, I mean, just, you know, to kind of face like a totally catastrophic thing happen in your life like that, physically, you know, and then just having to kind of come back from it, and you know.
Yeah, what was that like?
I don't know. It was. I feel kind of lucky. Like it was a super challenge, but I felt up for it or whatever. You know, I feel great now. Like I can't even tell if I wonder if my, you know, like the thing that happens. Like I had a pretty terrible event.
Yeah.
So my ejection fraction, like your heart gets weaker, there's scar tissue and stuff like that, and that's kind of hard to come back from. But I feel like I did.
Yeah.
You know.
No, but I'm just wondering more about like. Well, for example, I once had surgery, and it was a very weird surgery. It was like a minor surgery. Basically, I had a hydrocele, which was like. It was like water buildup, and they had to do like a little surgery. And I don't want to get into details, not because I'm prudish or anything, but just because I don't want to get too TMI about it. But anyway, so I didn't have any health care at the time, and so I was in India, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just get this surgery here in India because it's way less expensive. And it was like $300.
No way.
But the thing is, I wrote a little short story about it. The doctor was just kind of crazy. And I had like a meeting with him, and then he was all nervous and befuddled because I don't think he ever, you know, he was just like nervous because I was a white guy from America. And I could just tell he was a little bit of a klutz.
Wow.
Like he dropped the phone off the table while we were talking. And there were just a few signs, like red flags. So anyway, I went into surgery, and I guess I'd never been to surgery, so I didn't realize how serious it was. You know, I just thought of it as just kind of like going to the dentist or something, which is kind of serious too. But, you know, all of a sudden I was on a gurney, and they were like wheeling me into an OR. And it was just like, you know, like the movies, you know, you're being wheeled into this room with bright lights and all these people in gowns. And they put me, you know, they put me under. And I swear, I mean, maybe I'm making it up, but I swear I heard them kind of freaking out during the surgery. Like something went terribly wrong. But I was on, you know, I was on drugs, whatever drugs.
Yeah.
And I remember at a certain point that I was like, oh no, I'm dying. And it was, I felt really bad about like my mom, my family. I thought about all my family members. But then I was like, but you know what, they'll get over it. You know, life is infinite, time is infinite. And they'll get over it, and the world will, you know, it's not like the world's going to end because I'm dying right now. And that was a big relief. I was sort of like, I kind of at that moment, I let go. I was just like, this isn't so bad. So that's what made me think of it when what you were saying.
Yeah, no, just, I mean, I think, you know, for me, it's like having a terrible, like being in bad pain is,
I mean, in your case, you really, like almost died.
Yeah, it sounds like you almost...
You literally clinically died or something, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I think so, yeah.
I mean, all I had was just some little groin surgery.
Groin surgery. Yeah, so I actually got to play tennis. The last time that I played tennis was in like January, and I played this woman who's fantastic, and she knows my fantastic tennis playing friends. So I know she knows like the best tennis players, and I was like, oh, she's going to be really good. And I had she is a doctor, and she was at the tennis courts when I had a heart attack. And she was a doctor, and she was not. And she told me, and I had no idea. So I was playing her in like January, and I had no idea even about her or that she exists, that this person existed in my life. And she was like, I was taking your pulse the whole time, and I at one point after minutes yelled out, I got a pulse.
Oh wow.
Yeah, sounds cool. That's cool. To be able to meet the person who yells out they got a pulse on you. That was
And was
cool.
she doing anything like to revive you? They were using that machine, right? That power thing that gives you a shock. Like
they actually did that before she got there.
Oh, they did.
Yeah. It didn't work supposedly.
It didn't work.
It didn't work, but someone else.
How did she get a pulse? You just.
I know they were doing. So the crazy thing was
she
that
doing CPR?
Yeah, there was like a kid at the a young person at the tennis club was EMT was training to be an EMT, and he sat there and did compressions on me for like 15 minutes, and she was doing.
You're so lucky that those people were in your presence.
Yeah. So we're like, with that, I think I might have died. Yeah, I might have died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't die because you're alive.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Yeah, I woke up and like my everyone tells me that I was like, I'm alive. Yeah. I kind of remember it a little bit.
Wow.
Yeah. So I must have been conscious that I was in a. I think they put me in a coma for. They iced me down after my surgery. They put me in a coma for 3. Like they induce you into a coma. They put me in ice. They packed me in ice.
Yeah.
Literally.
Because that somehow would preserve your life in some way. Like.
So for 3 days, and then when they took me off, like Andre and Gio and Sarah were there, and I guess I kind of vaguely remember, but I was like, yeah, I'm alive.
So you were happy to be alive, of course.
I was super happy to be alive.
Wow.
Yeah. I called my cousin.
Oh, really?
I was like, yeah, I'm alive.
I know. It's like I think sometimes we don't realize how seriously precious life is. And then at the same time, we don't realize how, kind of like what you were saying before, like, it's okay to go too. It's okay, but it's not such a big deal to die. But you're letting go of the most precious thing in the world. Beyond the most precious thing. It's more precious than anything.
I want to live there now.
I mean, the only thing that might be more precious in your case would be like your kids or like people you love living on.
Yeah, like I want young people should get the chance to like live. Like we've lived so much. It's like I've lived so much already, right? So
yeah,
it's kind of like a rip-off if a young person doesn't get the chance. Yeah. That happens to you, right? Wow, this was a whole talk. This was like a big, long talk show. Do you think it's like virtue signaling? What time is it? Time to go?
You got about 3 minutes.
No.
I'll go do it.
You want to go do it? Okay.
Give me like a warning.
Okay.
Last week I blew it.
Can we stop time if we concentrate right now? Can we slow it down?
We could
Try. How can we make this minute last long? Slow time down, everybody. Everybody concentrate. Everybody. Make time slow down. What if we were about to die? What if we were gonna die?
Put it right now.
We could put a delay on it.
1.5 minutes.
We could put a long delay on it.
I mean, I could. I'm pretty sure that.
Can you imagine
I
if
could
you
die,
were about
man.
to be hung?
So I am prepared. Like, I realize once you have one of those events, then like the chances if you have another one are pretty high.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. So I've already come to grips with.
Wow.
I could croak out.
You could be tapped on your shoulder anytime.
Yeah.
We gotta slow down
to work
time.
out like crazy, and I overdo it, and maybe
Yeah.
that's gonna. So maybe one day I'll just.
I've kind of slowed my roll on the exercise.
Really.
But I think that might be bad for my.
Well, some kind of exercise.
I want to do what the best possible health.
Yeah. Now go.
It's almost time. 30 seconds till we die. Make the most of these 30 seconds. That's all we got left.
Ego versus the world. Versus the world.